The trouble with us is we're in a rut. Too much work, no play. We don't take time to see our old friends.
Yes, not so many of our old friends left, Michael.
Right, Tech and Chill show is now live. Oh my goodness, what's good, people? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? It's a late one tonight, but there is a process of trial and error that I'm trying to get through. So hope you guys are good. It is, I think, do you know what's so funny about this, the Tech and Chill show, right? Most of my audience are, funny enough, based in North America, i.e. Canada, and what do you call it, USA. So it actually being 2 a.m. in the UK right now is the best time for me to live stream for everyone in the evening in North America, which it's, yeah. If you don't know, the Tech and Chill show usually is a live stream / podcast tech and chill show that I like to do on Sundays, 8 p.m. GMT time, which is obviously in the UK and Europe. But today was just a bit of a long stretch. I had a long day, had to chill with the family. And I just spent a bit more time just trying to optimize how my live streams work with my laptop and my current setup. So oh dear Lord. So I'm using Streamlabs OBS at the minute, which is kind of like a modified version of the normal OBS app. So I'm gonna get a bit of feedback. I might cut the stream in between. I might try and optimize it. It seems like my laptop recently kind of struggles with 1080p 60 frames a second live streams, which I never used to have that problem on my desktop. So I might have to drop it down to 30 frames a second or do 720p 60 frames a second. It just all depends. But yeah, we're gonna keep it live and active. We're gonna keep it live and active and see what's good. So quick house rules as always: video, lighting, audio check. Please let me know how the video, the lighting, as well as the audio, as well as the background music is sounding, if it's sounding balanced or if something is out of sync. Let's do a quick housekeeping and let me know if we're good to get the ball rolling, so we can actually just, you know, make it a quick 1 hour live stream, maybe a bit longer if it gets a bit engaging with you guys in the comments. Again, I'm your host Ben on the Lover of Tech channel. Welcome to this week's episode of the Tech and Chill Show Unplugged, where we are here, we tech, we chill, we unplug, we lean back, we chill, and we actually talk about what has been happening in the week of tech. You know, I engage with you guys, I talk about what I want to talk about, but then I actually bounce off you guys, man. So let me know. Let me jump in the comments and see who's in on the stream. All right, let me go to the top of the chat. So I'm not ignoring you. My chat's on the left screen, on the second screen. So like when I'm talking to you, I'll come back. But obviously, yeah. The Mitten Dad, what's good? What's good? Ellis, what's good? You got your grilled cheese, nice. What's popping? Yes, what's good? working on a video. Nice, man. Hopefully I'll check the video out. Modern day family, man. What's good? What's up? Ellis, stop following me. Ellis is everywhere. You gotta watch him. Anyone from the UK up late like me? I'm up late in the UK. Yes, technically T. What's good, bro? What's popping? What's up? Congrats on an 11k subs, man. You hit that nice and quick. Crazy funny dad from the mitten, otherwise known as the state of Michigan. Oh, cool. I was in the state of Michigan like 2014. Like, it was my boy's wedding, so I was his best man. So funny enough, Detroit is the only state that I've been in America. That's kind of like a funny little story. What's up, T? What's good? It's great seeing you, buddy. What's good? Dave West in the house. Yo, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Nah, man, you just putting in the work. Anytime, technically glad support. Yep. Bigger tubers. Yeah, man. What up, Ben? What's good, Sean? What's good? All right, so again, if I can get someone giving me some feedback about how the audio sounding, if the background music is too loud, if the microphone is not loud enough or it's too loud and it's clipping and it's blowing your ears out, how is the audio, how is the video, how's the lighting? Does it look like 60 frames a second, or is it looking a bit choppy? On my side, it says I'm not dropping any frames. It says it's 60 frames a second, but again, I'm just trying to, I'm just trying to see like what's good. Audio's great, thank you, Sean. How's the video looking? How's the lighting looking? Then we could start talking about, wow, today's topic, two main topics I just really wanted to talk about. Definitely Huawei. Huawei, I think they've seriously, and I cannot say seriously enough, Huawei have legit rocked the boat. Huawei have legit caught my attention. Huawei, in the space of 6 months from the P20 Pro, have got me on their case, like, in a good way. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so I want to talk more about that, because every day that I've slept and woken up, Huawei have been a company that's been on my mind. Like, it's nuts. Like, yo, so I wanted to talk about that. And I wanted to talk about a bit of bullying in this tech industry with a couple of companies. Like, I'm looking at you, the forbidden fruit, Apple. How are you going to do that to OnePlus, man? You could have easily just done your event the day after, the day before, but you decided to do it on the same day. So I think that's just a cheap shot. So we're going to talk about that, man. Those are the two main topics. If there's anything else that you guys wanted to talk about as well, obviously Intel launched the 9900K, which without saying it's not a controversy in itself, what they're trying to do with that, the whole thing with Principal Technologies and the whole kind of like fabricating and misleading people with like, benchmarks and stuff. And, guys like, Gamers Nexus, they did, mad. So the 9900K is out finally, after how many generations of the core series, we finally have a mainstream 8-core 16-thread CPU that people can actually buy. Mind you, the price ain't that cheap though. The price is extreme process prices, and obviously the RTX 2070 got announced and released as well, which again, no competition from Radiant Technologies Group. So we could talk about PC parts as well. So yeah, man. Let me jump into the comments right quick again, and let me jump into the comments quickly one time. Let's see what's good. I love Detroit. That's about 90 minutes each. Okay, cool. Audio is great, thank you. Have you done a camera comparison? Have you done the new camera update to the Note 9 yet? If so, what do you think? Nah, I haven't even checked my software updates on there. Your mic just blew my house down. Thanks a lot for that. Good, 60 frames a second and lighting is nice. All good, yeah. I'm getting, yeah, I like it. Huawei bought the big guns. Fam, no, they didn't bring, they bought a bazooka. Like, they bought a nuclear weapon. Like, let's talk the Huawei again, let me give a big shout out to my man Damien Wild. Like, he was at the event in Shoreditch Excel in London. I didn't get to make it because I was at work, so it was just one of those unfortunate timings where I couldn't make it, which pretty much sucked. Like, I really wanted to go. I like, the thing is, I like going to these events for networking, ain't even about the product. I just like to link up with other creatives. Like, it's like you watch these creatives, and it's just nice to see them in person. You get to network with them, get a different perspective of what they're feeling and stuff. So yeah, it's one of them ones. So I didn't get to go. So I did a live stream reaction because they announced 4 products: the Mate 20, the Mate 20 Pro, the Mate 20 Porsche Design Edition, and also the Mate 20X, that behemoth of a 7.2-inch all bezel-less dude-up display notch phone. Like, they just went all out. They just like they didn't they just went all out. So I did a live stream reaction to it, boom. And then afterwards, like, I hit up Damien because obviously where I was to where he was needing to get his connector, I was like, yo, I got the P20 Pro, I got the Mate 20 Pro, my review sample, do you want to come check it? I'm like, do I want to come check it? Best believe I want to come check it. I'm coming through. Went through now, and he's like, oh, yo, what's good? Do you want to do a quick unboxing? And I'm like, yeah, cool, let's do it. Like, guerrilla style, pulled out the laptop, got the mic out, boom, 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 old school, like, top, you know? So it was not elegant, but for my channel size, like, you guys have responded to it well. So it's got over like 1,000 views, which obviously it doesn't seem like much to many people, but to me, like, some videos that I put much more effort in terms of production value, like, don't even make it to 1,000 views, which is cool. It's just the name of the game, but it actually got good traction because obviously I think it must have been on the day. So shout out to everyone that's been actually watching unboxing, commented, appreciated it. But that phone, yeah, and it wasn't even the numbers that Huawei were bringing, yeah. And it wasn't even things like the reverse wireless charging, which is dope, like, which is sick. It wasn't even them things. Do you know what really got me, yeah, that made me feel like, nah? And it's something I really want to drill home about people and how their purchase decision at times is in the wrong place. I've said this so many times, and I probably sound like a broken record, but I want to drill it home, right? Do you know what really impressed me about the Huawei Mate 20, the Mate 20 Pro and the Mate 20? The battery life. And it's not just the battery life in terms of capacity, but it's a mix of them using it with their 7nm chip and that 40-watt charging. Did you lot see, shout out to Mr. Who's the Boss, Aaron Maney, obviously, like, UK's biggest tech YouTuber. He's a mate, I know him, so I don't need to, like, you guys know him, yeah? But if you've not watched his battery recharge video, right, best believe you need to go check it. That Huawei Mate 20 Pro recharges a 4,200 milliamp hour battery in basically an hour. To 100%, it takes an hour. Let me... My beloved Note 9. I love this Note 9, right? This is my beloved Note 9. It takes slightly over 2 hours to recharge this full battery. Slightly under, give or take a couple of variations. That has an extra 200 milliamp hours, and it takes half the time. Yo, like, that's nuts. That's nuts. That's insane. That is insane. Like, let me pull this mic up and let me kick back. That is insane, people. That is insane. Like, that to me is hardware innovation, right? That is getting closer to closing that gap of what removable batteries used to do, right? Obviously, nothing will ever replace the benefit of a removable battery. You've got a spare battery, you take it out, you put it in 100%, right? Go. But if in a space of 35 minutes to 40 minutes, you can go from 100%, you can go from 0 to 90 or 95%, to me, that's full battery. That's as good as full battery. You don't need it to go to 100. If you're telling me that I can make my phone go from 0 flat, I'm talking about flat out 0, right? If you, if I don't think, I think this matters more than triple cameras. Like, I'm not taking anything against them. They finally listened. They finally listened and put a 40 megapixel, a 20 megapixel ultra wide, and an 8 megapixel zoom. They have got, next to the LG V40, the most versatile flagship smartphone camera on the scene, period. Like, bun this whole computational photography that Pixel's doing of, I can do everything with one lens. You keep that. I want different focal lengths. You keep your computational photography and try and do everything with one lens at the back, when clearly you know the benefit of different hardware focal lengths. You did it for the front facing camera, why not do it for the rear? That literally changes how you use your phone. Like, with such recharging, I will never, when I say I'll never ever recharge my phone overnight. I will never be scared if I never charge my phone the night before. Like, I know if I literally did not charge my phone the night before, that 30 minutes will take me, right, for me to get ready, to get out the house, to do whatever I needed to do, from having a shower, brushing my teeth, having breakfast, getting ready, and that 30 to 40 minutes, my phone's back to full. Like, that's nuts to me. That's nuts to me. What Huawei have done with that, right? And look, I'm not going to take anything away from, you know, if you've not watched TechHalter's explanation of Super VOOC charging, I'm not taking anything away from the Oppo Find X, right, with VOOC charging in Super VOOC charging. But the problem with VOOC and Super VOOC charging is it's working with a micro USB, right? It's not Type-C, right? And the battery capacity is smaller. It's around 3,300 milliamps, which isn't anemic small, but it is a smaller capacity compared to 4,200 milliamps. Yo, like, that's beast mode. That is hella beast mode. And that in itself, right, has set a benchmark of how batteries should be. And you know, on top of that, it's not even just the fact that the battery capacity is big and the recharge time is big. It's on a 7nm process. And Huawei have been optimizing battery way better than any manufacturer that I've seen. Probably back in the day, better than Sony. You see, so I think people miss the consensus of the fact that they think that you have to have a stock Android phone to have good battery on Android. Nah, I think Huawei, because it's their own hardware and their own software and how they communicate their AI, right, their neural network, I think they actually have been optimizing battery better than a lot of people, right? And like, just the little cream on the top, you know, finally putting a high resolution quad high definition AMOLED display in there, one, and not even the fact that it's bright. The brightness when I was seeing it in the situation that I was doing my unboxing was on par with the iPhone XS, right, and it was on par with the Note 9. So it's like literally minus the fact that it's got a proprietary SD card, which obviously, I don't know, I will see how far that goes if that becomes a standard, and the lack of a headphone jack. I'm almost gonna excuse the notch or the screen cut more because of the fact that they have an advanced advanced infrared 3D mapping dot matrix Face ID version of facial unlock, which has a secure element and an in-display fingerprint. Like, yo, listen, the phone is beast. The phone is hella beast, you see. So I'm there and I'm thinking like, rah, this is the phone I want. This is the phone that I want. Like, this is the phone that I want. That's all that ever since I did the unboxing and I gave it back, I've been like, I want this phone back. I need this phone in my life. Like, I love my Note 9. Best believe I love the Note 9. Right? But the Mate 20 Pro makes a very strong argument as a very good alternative, right? Like, I mean, a very viable alternative, because if in the UK, is $899 for the Note 9. 128 gigabytes, 6 gigabytes of RAM. Same price for the Mate 20 Pro. I'm telling you, I would struggle to pick between the two. But yet, just by the fact that I know that I've got a bigger battery that is more power efficient, right? And I can charge it in half the time. That, like, if that's not hardware innovation, I don't know what is. I just want to have this conversation with you guys, right? If we complain about how companies, you know, don't innovate, companies don't do anything to push the envelope, they don't do anything to make it exciting, everything is just iterative, evolution, nothing's to me, if people don't realize how much of a gap this is closed to the benefit that we had with removable batteries back in the day, this is it. Huawei have done that. Oppo have done that. But Huawei have done that more because they've put it in a product that is more consumerly available in the world. Minus the US. Sorry, my American brothers and sisters. Your government don't like you. So, I'm so eager to test this phone. I mean, from the outside, I did complain about some of the shortcomings. I hope they have fixed the video stabilization on there. And know the photography already is going to be good, because the P20 Pro photography was beast. I was so impressed with the P20 Pro photography. It's just the video was so lackluster. I was like, damn, like, why? So I know there's a couple of complaints I have with it, that it doesn't have 4K 60 frames a second. It doesn't have the 1080p 240 frames a second. It does have super slow motion mode with automatic triggering, which is good. It's going to make it a lot easier. But, you know, it's like you've got the most powerful Android chipset, the Kirin 980 chipset, 7 nanometers, 6.9 billion transistors. The thing is a powerhouse. Like, you can do hardware level, you can do electronic image stabilization at 4K 30 frames a second, as well as 4K. Like, give us that, man. Why would you hold it back? You know, I get it. More people care about photography. Photography is where your phone is going to be judged for how good the camera is, right? But still, man, just give us good video. Video matters, you know, give us good video. So I'm now even more eager to test how good and how well the video is improved in terms of quality and especially stabilization. Even though we're not getting the higher frame rates, I hope the more people shout about the higher video frame rates, they can hopefully do a software update to it. Hopefully. It's a long shot, but hopefully they can do that. So, overall, my impressions of the Mate 20 Pro, and it's so nuts that I'm saying this, but in the very brief time that I was using it, again, take it with a grain of salt with what I'm saying. Watch other people that have actually set up the phone and started using it as a full-on phone. But without having anything on there, the phone is going to run smooth. But something about the UI felt so smooth. Like, it felt so smooth. The animations felt quick. Everything just felt responsive. I just kind of felt like Huawei went from the typical, it's a Chinese manufacturer, to the level of attention to detail that I felt, like the finish, the emerald green color, the uniqueness of the camera module, which I really digged, like the square. I was like, Huawei literally just went from here to here. Like, this is nuts. They did not come to play. All I'm saying is, yeah, they did not come to play. They went straight for the jugular. Like, they went straight for the jugular. Like, LG, any hope that LG had, any hope LG had to shine, Huawei have taken it away. Like, unless you're in America, by the way. Like, let me not speak for my North American guys, but any shine that LG had, and the thing is here, the V40 ThinQ, I don't even know if it's coming to the UK. I've been asking about it. I've been searching for it. Ain't seen nothing. So that already hurts my feelings. That already gets me like sad for them. You see, so I'm here thinking like, all right, cool. Well, I've not apart from the Note 9, I've not felt this excited for a product, right? Huawei have raised the bar hardware-wise. Software subjective, but there is a lot of objectivity to what they've brought to the table. Battery capacity, recharge speed, like there is a lot of things that this isn't down to personal preference, right? They have things that are just much better or on par to the competition or more, right? That's wow. So my impressions of it, like I automatically could not, and I think one of my followers must have done a poll about should I get a Pixel 3 XL or Huawei Mate 20 Pro. I'm like, are you even asking that question? Are you? Is that even something that is literally like a whitewash? Like you don't put a Pixel 3 in the same camp as a Huawei Mate 20 Pro. Even if you value stock Android that much, like you don't put them in the same camp. Like no. You know? Let me jump into the comments and see what's good. Yeah, I'm getting 10. Okay, appreciate it. Big guns. Yusuf. Yo, what's good, Yusuf? So much innovation on that phone. Trust me, ridiculous, especially on a hardware level, ridiculous amount of innovation. Apple brought the big guns. Okay, now Apple needs to play catch up when it comes to hardware. They need, minus their system on the chips. Apple just coasting on brand, good marketing, great software support in terms of longevity, in terms of iOS updates, and great retail experience and just software exclusivity like iMessage and FaceTime. Apple are just coasting on that. They know that they don't need to supply things like a headphone adapter or dongle. They don't need to supply fast charging. Their people are gonna buy into it anyway. It's just Apple are honestly in their own unique walled garden bubble. They didn't bring any big guns, but I don't want to take it away from them that for an S model phone, I think this is the biggest and their best camera upgrade. If you lot didn't watch, I will do my own, but if you lot didn't watch Super Sav's camera comparison, yeah, I do not care what anyone says. When it came to video, especially, the iPhone made the Pixel 3 look like a joke. Like a complete joke. When I say a complete joke, Google have made all this noise about their fused image stabilization of EIS working with OIS. The iPhone looked the same, if not more natural, if not better. And then on top of that, it had better video quality, more video shooting frame rates, much better dynamic range and color rendition, as well as being tack sharp. It made the Pixel 3 look like a joke. Best camera in any smartphone. Yeah, if you care all about just pictures and selfies, good for you. It is the best pictures and selfies camera in the game, especially for the fact that they added that wide angle lens, which is dope, especially for the fact that it corrects the distortion, which is dope. I will not take that from Google. That's all the Pixel 3 is good for. Taking selfies, that's it. So nah, Apple don't really need to bring the big guns apart from their system on a chip, which they design it, they make sure that it's powerful. Their system on the chips, especially when it comes to graphics, is beast. So I don't want to take that away from them. Their system on the chips are nuts. All right, so they're always late with all their tech. They still don't use USB. No, obviously. Yeah, yo, what's good, Fresh? That's friggin' impressive. Yep, the Tesla Model S is charges its 100 kilowatt hour battery in 40 minutes though. Yeah. Ben with the TV presenter style. Hardware innovation. Yep, that is fast as. Yep, trust me, it's Mate 20 Pro is an absolute beast. It is literally Beauty and the Beast. The phone looks so nice. Like the phone looks so nice. The phone looks so nice. Like it's literally Beauty and the Beast. It is beast. What phone would you rather keep? Oh, don't ask like that question of what phone would you rather keep, the Note 9 or the Mate 20 Pro? I want to curl away in the corner and cry. Like, ask me what phone would I keep between the Pixel 3 and the Note 9, and I'll roast the Pixel 3 any day. Don't make me choose between the Mate 20 Pro and the Note 9, because that's that's painful. Like that's actually like that question is a question like I don't know if I can answer, because I love my notes so much that S Pen is something I genuinely use on a day-to-day basis, and the build, the colors, the software, the screen, like the camera, especially when it comes to video quality, is stellar. Like, oh, don't. I just want them to have a baby. I just want them to make a baby. Like, give me all. Like, What annoys me is the chin on the Mate 20 Pro. Have you seen the chin on the Pixel 3 XL? There's not that much of a chin on the Mate 20 Pro. Trust me, we see it in person and it's, nah, I don't agree. The chin on the Mate 20 Pro is calm. Like, it's not iPhone 10 and iPhone 10s thin, but it's probably one of the thinnest bottom chins you're gonna see with an AMOLED panel. So, nah, it's not a problem, honestly. And this is coming from me that wholeheartedly does not like notches and big chins in two combinations. So trust me, like, if you're complaining about the chin on the Mate 20 Pro, nah. Also, do you know what the new watch and wireless charger that are given away for free? Yeah, pre-orders in the UK. Yep, they're live. Even on Amazon. If you go on Amazon, it's there. If you go on Amazon, it's there. If you buy it outright, $8.99, you get the wireless charger and the watch for free. I think they're looking to do a firmware update for the 4K 60, but I'm wondering if the video quality will be better, as it was disappointing. Yeah, this is the part where it's gonna be like the Achilles heel. It's gonna be like the great warrior with the biggest downside, which was his heel, Achilles. I really don't, because I take so much video on my smartphones. I really don't want video to be the Achilles heel of the Mate 20 Pro. I really don't. Even if it doesn't have high frame rate, please let the quality be improved. Let the quality be improved. Let stabilization be improved. Like, please bring that AIS, that artificial intelligence stabilization, up to 4K 30 frames a second. Please don't disappoint. Even if you don't have high frame rates, I can almost forget it if the quality, the dynamic range, the color rendition, the sharpness, and the stabilization is on point. So please, Huawei, do not disappoint with video on the Mate 20 Pro. Please. Is it possible to get the phone in a special way? I don't know what you mean about in a special way. I'm going to import the Mate 20 Pro, but the variant I want is the red. Ooh, that red Porsche design. Oh, that leather back. The way they did the camera modules where it's completely flushed. Oh, bro. That Porsche design looks nice. That Porsche design looks nice. It looks nice. I love the stream. Good night. Have a good night, man. What's up? Can't start the morning without grilled cheese. Cool. Yo, the tech though, what's good, bro? What's popping? What's going on, man? Thank you for joining the stream. I think it's the first time I've seen you in the stream. What's good, man? Does the Mate 20 Pro work in the States? Yeah, it does, but I mean, with the States, you guys have just weird networks with the whole Verizon's a CDMA and Sprint is a CDMA. So I think just put on a GSM carrier and it will be fine. So either T-Mobile or AT&T should work with the Mate 20 Pro. But if you're on Verizon, like, nah, I doubt it. Isn't the Mate 20 Pro the love child of a Samsung and an iPhone? If you're looking at the S phone, but in its own right, with that dewdrop display, nah, the Mate 20 and the Mate 20X and the Porsche Design Edition. But yeah, it works if you got GSM. T-Mobile works easily, yeah, for sure. FreshTech TV, it will work, just needs to check the bands, yeah. So help me decide what color of the Mate 20 Pro to Twilight. Don't get black, get the Twilight or the emerald green. So just putting out there, I feel sorry for LG because I think the LG V40, in my opinion, it had great potential, but it just got shown up by the Mate 20 Pro, and I think the Note 9 should feel threatened. Like, I've said it, the Note 9 is still my favorite flagship phone of this year, but at the end of the day, it being my favorite, that doesn't mean it is outright the best flagship phone. Like, the Mate 20 Pro has the potential right now to knock the Note 9 out of the game. That's just the straight up thing. Like, there's no need to try and justify the Note 9, try and defend the Note 9. All it is a phone. It doesn't have feelings. It doesn't need defending. It doesn't need someone to make it seem like it's anything more than what it should be. The Mate 20 Pro has brought some serious guns, bazookas, and blazing to the hardware scene, right? And I love this. I love competition. Samsung right now Huawei is on them hard. If that S10 next year falls short in any way, shape, or form that anyone can say the Mate 20 is better, that P30 that will come out a month after will cause it a lot of problems. I'm telling you, the fact that in terms of system on a chip, they're already 5 to 6 months ahead, right? Because Samsung decided to do this partnership with Qualcomm to align their manufacturing process to be in exactly the same time as them, which I seriously disagree. This love relationship, or this money-making relationship that Samsung has with Qualcomm, I really want it to die. I just want it to stop. It's really slowing down what Samsung can do with the Exynos chips. Like, I get Qualcomm have much better modems when it comes to LTE and, you know, radio signal connections, but in terms of just raw horsepower, it's just weird. It's just weird, man. The ones that are feeling it the most, and I said this, Huawei are number 3 phone manufacturer in the world. Right? No, is it number 3, number 2? I think number 2, sorry. They overtook Apple. And they did that, and I said it, they are not even in North America. That's nuts. I find that very, very scary for Samsung. Samsung really need to take a step back and really look at how they need to strategize themselves, because I'll tell you this now, Huawei have come in, right, from and the P20 Pro, I had a lot of criticisms on the P20 Pro as a complete phone that I pretty much do not have for the Mate 20 Pro. That is a big gap transition in the space of half a year, right, to get here for me to be like, these two literally feel like completely different phones. That's impressive. And Huawei is the last company I'll be here sitting here to be praising, right? But credit where credit is due, they've seriously brought some serious innovation, right? Serious. So I couldn't recommend it more. That's my thoughts on a Mate 20 Pro. Thank you guys for watching the guerrilla style, straight to the point unboxing of the Mate 20 Pro on the channel. If you haven't, go check it. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment. And yeah, man, I just wanted to share my thoughts on that. So let me jump into the comments before we go into the next topic, and we'll pretty much wrap it up for tonight, man. Dave West, hey man, what's good? Yeah, sub, first time in your live chat. That tech though, yeah, what's good? Dead on arrival. LG V40, like the V30. It's sad, but LG are just their worst enemy. They're their own worst enemy. Such a good phone potentially in terms of hardware, but yeah, it makes me sad. LG blow at marketing phones. Yep, they sell more fridge. Yeah, it just really makes me sad. LG is their worst enemy. LG, they are their worst enemy. Honestly, they are their worst enemy. And they still got the P series to be looking forward to. That's coming in March, Mobile World Congress, or in their own event in March ending, like they did with the P20. I'm telling you, Huawei from the P8 back in 2014 to the P9 and the P9 Plus that I had, right, which were one of my first few phones that I actually reviewed on the channel, and I did an unboxing on the channel, right? Huawei went from being the brand that no one could say their name. People were pronouncing them as Huawei, Hawaii, Hohoa, whatever you wanted to call it. No one could say their name. Now they've got a partnership with Porsche Design, right? Look at the handsets in terms of aesthetics, hardware. Like, they've gone from there to there. I'm telling you, that is serious. And also their subsidiary Honor. Like, in this current stage that Huawei's at right now, I really feel sorry for people in North America, man. You guys won't get to experience such a transition. How can I join in on your chat next time? Would love to voice my opinion. Yeah, man, just hit me up on Discord and you can jump on. If you got a webcam and a microphone, hit me up on Discord and you could just jump on and you can just, you know, say your piece, bro. Like I said, the Tech and Chill show is not just for me. It's for my other creatives that are in the tech scene that want to jump in and, you know, talk and bring their own view to the conversation, man. This ain't just a one-man show. Like, if you want to jump in, you got a webcam, you've got a microphone, and you want to jump on Discord, hit me up, give me a video call, and you can jump in. How long have we been going for? 40 minutes. Cool. The Gorilla style, more like socially high-end unboxing. Environmentally nice ambient. Yeah. That was done in a coffee shop. That was done in like a Starbucks or Costa Coffee. Can't even remember. It was just straight up. Had my tripod. Boom. Like, came prepared. Just pulled out. It was mad. It was mad. Like, it was mad. Don't get me started in LG's trash. Fresh. What's good? LG still doing so. The G7-1. The G7-1, man. LG's trash. Well, I guess if you could see the quality control perspective, yeah, he's coming from QC control. Like, yeah, we talked about that before. Cool. OnePlus. So we all know the 6T is coming. 6T. OnePlus made a nice announcement about the 6T in regards to, obviously, made an announcement about being cross-network. Let me sit back, man. I'm feeling a bit lazy. OnePlus made a... let me just pull it up. Yeah, sorry. I'm just appreciating this microphone, so I can lean back and just be a bit lazy and just talk to you guys. Actually put the chill in Tech and Chill. I'll try not to be too loud so you guys... okay, let me just see. If there's one company I'm waiting for, Xiaomi. They've got an event next week, Covent Garden. Oh wow, okay. I work in Covent Garden. I didn't. My PR my link ups with PR is so bad for these events, and know me, I'm working Monday to Friday next week, so I can't even make it to the event. But if you're gonna be at the event, that tech though, just hit me up. I'll link up with you after. Tech Fuses is going to it. They have an official UK Twitter channel and UK support is on. All right, cool. I might hit them up. They have a beautiful ROM, MIUI 10, the best Android and iOS picked up this. Yep. Xiaomi, for me, when we talk about Chinese brands, so underrated compared to OnePlus. Yeah, for sure. Old Discord, I'll check that out. Yeah, definitely. LG phones. Kaiser reveal in the house was good. Genuine non-troll question. Do we think Poco will be able to sustain the high spec cheap price for the Poco F2? I thought the F1 was just a cheap and nasty phone, to be fair. They won't be able to. OnePlus wasn't able to do that, and Poco won't be able to. You can't sustain that model for long. You can only do that for the first 2 generations, and it's just to grab attention. All these companies like Poco and OnePlus did it, and it worked. All you need to do is put a Snapdragon, the latest Snapdragon chipset in there, and that's it. If you do that and everything else about the phone is questionable, people will forgive it, because it'll be like, oh, it's got a Snapdragon 845, it's got a Snapdragon whatever. You know, if it's got a Snapdragon 8 in front of it, or 9 in front of it, or whatever the naming moniker is going to be, that's it. You can't sustain that business model. So I don't think so. I don't think Poco will be able to sustain that business model. It's just, you know, that's just me personally. Damn. Indeed, I think they nailed the OS design. At Dave West, damn. So OnePlus, we know that the OnePlus 6T is coming. I've praised it enough just for the fact that they've been confident to show things like the in-display fingerprint scanner, the water drop or the teardrop display, which is just a much better implementation of the screen cutout, or the notches as we like to call it. I'm sad about the headphone jack. I just think it's unnecessary, and I hope if they're removing a headphone jack, they best be putting proper ingress protection. they better be putting proper ingress protection on there. At least IP67, at least IP57. Even if it's not dust proof and it's dust resistant to water resistant for 1 meter under 30 minutes of water, I would appreciate that, because I seriously don't understand why the headphone jack needs to go. That still makes no sense to me, right? Fine, maybe they want to sell more Bullets headphones, who knows, but just like, I can't rock with that, you know. But Apple straight just bullied OnePlus, like, and I tweeted this, and CC, concept creator, reply back to me on that one. Like, I respect OnePlus. Like, I've got mad respect for their transparency, their honesty, and why they moved it from the 30th to the 29th. I would be hella annoyed. I would be. But, like, Apple, are you honestly telling me, like, you couldn't, this isn't anything about a tech product or anything. Obviously, we're expecting new iPads, hopefully new normal iMacs, Mac Pros, and all that stuff. Who knows? Whatever else we're going to be expecting, it's going to be a good keynote. It's Apple, they do that, whatever, cool. But, like, that's just straight up bullying. Like, I found it funny. I looked at the funny side of it, like, yo, they know Apple's bigger, so they step back. It's like, although we announced it's like, it's Apple, so we're gonna step back. But at the same time, like, Apple, you kind of have to, in your own way, man, show a bit of respect to another company. Like, you know, they're getting their spotlight. Why not just do it the day before, the day after? Like, did you need to do it the same day? It's not like you're at a tech convention, like, you know, IFA, or you're at CES, or you're all at, you know, what you call a Mobile World Congress, where events are pretty much same day, back to back, hour after hour. That's different. Whatever time slot that you've been given to do it, cool. But come on, man, that's a bit of a low blow. So it wasn't anything. It wasn't anything like, I laughed. I found it funny. I made the humor out of it. But at the same time, when I took a step back and I'm thinking, Apple, man, that's just, for me, my point I'm coming from is here. That's just a cheap shot to OnePlus. Like, you know, because you're Apple, you're gonna get the spotlight, even though the products that you're bringing out, to me, ain't that exciting. Like, I appreciate iPads, but who's really gonna be favoring tablets over phones, right? But because of the brand and the brand and the weight that you carry in terms of, like, the respect that you have from the industry, especially when it comes to press, you're using that to literally stomp on OnePlus, and I don't think that's cool. Maybe I'm seeing it differently, but I don't think that's cool. I've got mad respect for OnePlus for being transparent. I've got mad respect for OnePlus for just being straight up about, this is the reason why we did it. It's because of the Apple event. Like, no, companies don't come out bold and say stuff like that, because it kind of makes them look like, you know, they're bowing down to another company's authority indirectly, you know. So it's risky for companies to do that. So for them to do that, like, I've got mad respect for OnePlus, and it's even more reason why I feel like the OnePlus 6T will do well. But then at the same time, on Apple's front, man, I don't rate that. I think that's just some next level event corporate bullying tactic on there, man. So I just wanted to point out there, it was just literally a minor chat. I don't want to make too much noise about it, so I just wanted to get your perspective on it and just let me know what you guys think. Do you think OnePlus backing down to Apple was the right thing to do? What do you think of it from Apple's perspective? Like, was it really necessary? Could they not have done it the day before, the day after? There's 31 days in October. Damn. All right. We'll tweet at you at the event. Did you see the Mi Mix 3? Nah, I ain't seen a Mi Mix 3. To be honest here, I don't follow Xiaomi that well, you know. I won't lie to you. I just don't follow Xiaomi that well. And this is the crazy thing. It's like, there's just too many phones, too many companies now, which is not a bad thing, but it's so easy to miss. And like, Xiaomi is just a company that I don't pay attention to, not because I don't think they're relevant. Like, their Mix phones have been dope, especially the Mix 2. You know, what they've done with the Mi A2, the Mi A1, the Mi A2 Lite, the Android One phones, as well as the Redmi Note 5. But I just don't zone in on them as much as, like, you know, so I won't lie. The latest SoC promo photos, Photoshop to hell at the back. Yeah, just gets my back up and make Xiaomi look bad, in my opinion. Xiaomi phones are some of the best in the business. Yeah, for sure. USB-C audio got improved as well. Yep. OnePlus are the better company for doing what they did. All these creators saying they got punked just don't understand their position. I don't think OnePlus had anything to worry about. Yeah, the thing is, I honestly don't feel like OnePlus needed to move their event, because I think OnePlus's product is going to be much more relevant than Apple's products that are being announced. But I'm just more based on the fact that I just think what Apple did was just a cheap shot. I think it was just a cheap shot. I don't rate that. CH Gadgets, what's good, bro? Welcome to the stream. We've still probably got like another probably another 10 minutes, so it can actually be a 1 hour live stream, so that it's easier for the replay crew. I just don't rate that. For me, I just don't rate that. I just find that to be like some next level cheap shotting, you know, because it's like our brand is more important than you. It don't show no respect to the other brand. You get it? Do you know what I'm saying? It's a bit snobby. It's a bit snobby. Like, it's funny. Like I said, I won't lie. I found it funny. Like, yo, OnePlus, you actually moved your event for Apple. Like, credit to you. You were straight up about why you moved it. Like, but still, like, you moved it for them. Like, don't make them look like they're that important. You've made Apple look more important than you. Like, you've then made them look too important. Do you get it? And that's just gonna feed into so many people. Like, Apple are that important that everyone has to back down to them. Like, don't do that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, no. I feel like OnePlus should have stuck to their guns, right? And kept the event on the same day and made press choose, you know. And I think more people that would have been smart would have chosen to go to the OnePlus event in New York. For me personally, you know, that's what makes me upset. Like, you know, show a bit of respect to the other company, you know, when it comes to events and stuff like that, man. No, don't do that. Don't do that. The Mi UI 10 OS experience, I definitely want to try it now. You got me interested still. So yeah, man. That's what I wanted to say. Like, OnePlus is still gonna do well irrespective, but my ratings for Apple when it comes to what they did intentionally, yeah, I'm not feeling that at all. That's it for me, man. Let's chat in the comments. Let me see what you guys are saying. Let's chat in the comments. Anyone want to drop anything, man? That's it for me, guys. I ain't really got much else to say, to be fair. Dave West, I'm stock Android all the way. Nah, stock Android is dead unless it's an Android One phone. But Mi UI 10, my favorite. It's my favorite now. Xiaomi have come a long way. That's a good look. Remember flashing? Yeah, okay, cool. Like, I'm excited to see that, man. I've made it clear I'm not part of stock Android. Stock Android only makes sense to me on Android One phones. Tech Gear Talk, what's good? You managed to make it on the stream. What's good, man? It ended up being a late one, but I'm sure probably it's like the right time for you in the States. But yeah, man, thank you for joining the stream. Probably got like another 10-15 minutes. By the way, Dave West, Poco announced they will still be sticking to the strategy of the F2. Good news, they won't be able to sustain that. They will only be able to do that for 2 generations, and then after that they'll have to switch up. You can't sustain that business model. It's impossible. You can't. Like, they can't. I'm in Mexico. Just saw you were on here. Oh, what's good, man? In Mexico. Enjoy it, bro. Enjoy it. Thank you for joining anyway, man. I appreciate it. Next time, we need to have you on the Discord, on the video call, man. Talk gear, for sure. Go check out Tech Gear Talk. That's the go-to play for gear reviews, man. Definitely. I think I'm late. Yeah, you kind of are late. The stream is going to be ending in the next 10 minutes or so. Don't want it to be any more than an hour. Oh, man, I feel like the video feed is choppy. I don't know. It might just be me. Let me just see the playback. It feels so weird that I'm watching myself. But yeah, and actually the stream is alright actually. I was a bit worried. It seems like Streamlabs is actually better optimized than normal OBS. So yeah, man. I think I'm late. Hello, sub. Thank you for your subscription, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. Welcome to Team TLS. Welcome to the Lover of Tech family. Appreciate the sub. Thank you. You could get the Mi Mix 2S for half the price of the Note 9. Which is okay. Yeah, I guess, but you know, I guess. What did I miss? You're gonna have to watch it again, man. We were talking about, you know, the Mate 20 Pro, the Mate 20 series phones. Trust me, Lover of Tech, get a high-end Xiaomi device and run MIUI 10, or if you got OnePlus 6, flash it. Nah, I don't have a OnePlus 6. I'll probably get a 6T. Looks crispy on my phone, my iPhone. Thank you. I don't know, I'm just a bit worried because it's like on my preview feed here it looks fine, but on the YouTube window here it looks a bit choppy. But that's just probably me just being an absolute mare. Okay, cool. I think it looks fine. I just want to make sure that I'm giving you like the best quality, man, so it's actually worth watching again and actually listen back. So that's all, man. That's all. The video looks fine. I appreciate it. Grilled cheese. How's the frame rate of the video? Is it looking 60 frames a second or is it looking choppy? That's the main thing. Like not buffering but like choppy. Sounds good to me. Thank you. How's the Mate 20 Pro, by the way? I pre-ordered one. I don't know. Like, I got a very quick hands-on. If you want to know what the Mate 20 Pro is like, when you watch that video, go in the link in the description below. Go check out my man, Damien Wild. Go follow him on Twitter. He does great work for 9to5 Google. He's your go-to guy for the Mate 20 Pro. So I'm probably going to wait till next week when I can actually order one. I don't know if I can actually afford to order one, to be fair. Like, I don't know if I need to sell one of my kidneys, one of my kids. I don't know, but I just, like, I'm using free. I don't even know how I'm using free phones at the minute. Like, don't even ask me. It's a headache, and it's a great privilege and a great headache at the same time. Like, yeah. It's your iPhone, your daily. It's part of the daily. The XS Max is part of the daily. It's part of the daily. You've got the S9 Plus that's there. You've got the Note 9 that's there. You've got the iPhone XS Max that's there. It's part of the daily. Like, don't ask me how I do it. It gives me a very nice headache. Selling your kids, damn. Trust me, it's got to be done. You never know. You never know. Got to get back to work, peeps. Catch you later. Thanks, Dave. Talk to you in a bit, bro. There's something really important to be highlighted. Samsung is going to have an Ace. It's going to have the Ace in next year. They have to. What the Mate 20 Pro just did, Samsung they've really got to bring their A game. They have to bring their A game. Huawei is hot in their heels at the minute. Looks good to me. Appreciate it. New screen tech from Samsung is lit for me. I just want Samsung, like I said, to do a quad high definition Super AMOLED panel that does 90 Hz or 120 Hz refresh rate. I still want a high refresh rate AMOLED panel. I'm set. You know, the ROG phone did that, but it was a 1080p 90 Hz AMOLED panel with really bad brightness. So I want that benefit of the quad high definition plus 1440p resolution, mad brightness, great colors, great contrast, great vibrancy with high refresh rate. like high refresh rate is just banging. It's just banging straight up. High refresh rate is just banging. I leave the kids alone. Offers too much, yeah. Fake YouTubers uploading camera versus all of them are fake. Absolutely, yeah. It does. Me and Tech Fuses talk about that, and it's so funny. It's like the minute a new phone is announced, the minute they announce it, as they announce it, on that minute that the live stream hasn't even started, there's a camera comparison, and people buy into it. All this it's like Tech Town or Tech Buzz, all those channels, and they get mad views, and people actually believe them. It's sad. It's annoying. That tech though. What do you think of the S10 is gonna be like? The S10 is gonna be a very good phone, but obviously we're gonna have to wait till February to see what they're really gonna bring, because Huawei are hot on their heels. It has to be something special, and it's not just how many cameras can you stuff in. Something about the phone on a complete package really needs to catch my attention. Like I said, the Mate 20 Pro caught me where I realized that, yo, this phone has really, it's caused some next level innovation that I think people are just looking too much at the wrong thing, which is not like it's the wrong thing, you know, with the did I miss something? Oh, my internet connection just kind of went buggy. I think we're back. Okay, yeah. So that was just my internet connection. It's like, guys, 4,200 milliamp hours on a 7nm chip with a 40-watt charger that goes from 0 to 100% in basically 1 hour. Like, I can't repeat that enough. I cannot repeat that enough. Like, if that's not hardware innovation, if that's not a game changer, I don't know what we want from these smartphones anymore. The thing that we complain about the most, battery life, when it comes to usage, screen on time, longevity, and recharge, they've actually broken barriers with that. If that's not innovation, I don't know what is. Honestly, I don't know what we want from these smartphones. Do we want them to wash our cars, babysit our kids, for it to be called innovation? I don't know. Like, I think Huawei have actually brought genuine hardware innovation to the scene, right? And I think most people don't see that. I know they see it, but like, this is serious. This is serious. Like, it's serious. Like I'm woke. as some people like to say, Huawei are woke. I'm woke to what they're doing. It's serious.